Here it's Steve Lamacq, Six Music for a Saturday afternoon, and welcome to the programme. Donna and Isabel from Klang. And Isabel, for starters, before we go any further, I always have a trouble with people pronouncing my second name, but how do you pronounce yours?
It's actually said Waidner.
Waidner.
Like English people would say Waidner, but it's not Waidner at all. It's
Thought about check. Yeah, absolutely. I bet they can't spell it either.
They do, they're very good, you know. Yeah,
okay.
They're not doing it too badly.
Where do you hail from? Initially?
I come from Germany, but I've lived here for 7 years now, so
okay.
It's quite a long time. I come from the south of Germany, from the middle of the Black Forest.
Lovely place.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. And
yeah.
now probably in a Camden squat. No.
So I moved on from there, but yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit like that. Donna Matthews, the last time I saw you was outside a dentist. Now look at me, tooth out, swelling again. I don't know what it is.
I know. Both times I've seen you lately, you've been going to the dentist.
Remarkable coincidence.
But I remember I was going to the dentist too that day. We both were going to the dentist.
That's right. What were you having done? Crown or something? Or
something like that. Yeah. Some sort of horrible thing.
Yeah, something which we'd painfully rather not look back on. We should fill in a few gaps, I suppose, shouldn't we? Just to like where you've been and what you've been up to. I mean, when did you kind of know that Elastica was coming to some sort of end? Because it seemed to sort of fizzle out rather than end with a bang.
I think all of us were sort of slowly losing our minds, so I don't think we even realised that it was what was happening. We just sort of would, like, you know, getting more and more disparate and sort of all over the place. And yeah, I just sort of, it got to a point for me where I just couldn't actually deal with it. That's when I ended up leaving. So yeah.
There was a time when only one person was turning up per day for rehearsals and things, wasn't there? It was great. You walked down one day, Paul Shag, the guitarist, would be there. No one else. And the next day would be, and then it just seemed to fall apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it? Did you have the bug straight away? Did you want to get straight back in the saddle and start a new band, or did you actually need to go away and sort of clear your mind?
Well, that's the thing. I sort of took some time out and just reassessed what I was doing in my life, and I sort of found there were lots of areas that had been going a bit pear-shaped, and I just sort of took some time out to look at those, really, the other areas of my life, and yeah, just rebuilt where I was going and had a look at things, and then drifted back into music again.
But if you're, I mean, you're obviously, you know, a creative sort of person. Was there anything else that you thought about doing?
Yeah, I still do. I still would like to go to, you know, maybe do an art degree or something, go to St. Martin's. I don't know, like this. I'm really interested in art. I'm really interested in writing. You know, one day I'd like to sort of get, you know, write a book or something. So there's lots of things I want to do, and I suppose at the moment it's really good because, like with Isabel, she's really interested in writing as well, and we both write, take pictures, do all sorts of things, and so I'm getting all those areas of my life fulfilled.
Excellent. It also means you can do all the sleeve artwork yourself.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Cut out all these unnecessary costs. Don't go to a third party, do it all yourself. How on earth did you meet then, you two?
Well, I work in a record shop up in Angel, Reckless, it's called.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just a small record shop.
Right.
And I worked at the counter at that day, well, like every day. And then Donna came in, and we just got chatting. That was it. And then we got talking about, we both do music.
Yeah.
I was doing stuff with friends at the time, like just a few.
See, this is such a this is a history of a boy band, you know, of a boys group. Only boys group. Only boys form bands in record shops, don't they?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So,
though,
yeah,
don't you?
I know what you mean. That's the thing. That's what we were talking earlier. It doesn't really matter if it's a girl or a boy.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing.
You're Nick Hornby's fantasy, I think.
I suppose maybe.
And
oh yeah.
On drums, who's drumming?
Keisuke, who's actually working today. He works in a restaurant as well, so he can't be here. But he, yeah, we actually met him in the record shop as well, because we'd played together for about 6 months, Isabel and I, and we decided we wanted to get more live and do some gigs.
And then it just happened that this guy came into my shop and bought really nice records, so I started to look at him already, and then he paid for the records, and he had drumsticks sticking out of his back pocket. So I said, "Oh, are you a drummer then?" And he was like, "Yeah."
No, I just carried these around.
I just carried them for show. Like
you just made this up.
It's a brilliant conversation starter wherever I go. Yes, the sticks in the pocket. So what was he buying?
He was buying. He was with a mate who was Japanese, so he was buying lots of old original Beatles records, and he himself was buying like rockabilly sort of stuff and some, I think
Punk
some.
and stuff.
Yeah, he likes. He didn't at that time actually. He usually buys punk
Old,
singers.
obscure punk stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like the dream drummer to me.
Yeah, he's a good drummer.
If you only knew the conversation that was going on during that last track. Klang, it's the limited edition single. Is that still? Are there any left? There was only 1,000, wasn't there? Of LOB.
There's one
New
you
six
left,
left or
yes.
something.
That's what-
He's
okay.
got in Keisuke's bedroom. He's got
Yeah.
them in a box, which he's supposed to take back to the shop, but he hasn't.
You see, waiting for it to be a rarity.
Yeah,
Forward
it's
it.
really is.
Type, probably.
All about creating that demand. I see. I know. I can see where you're coming from. You were saying during that record that you were doing some writing yesterday, going down a prog rock road. Are you being serious?
Our interpretation of prog
yeah,
rock.
that's it.
I mean,
it doesn't
it's
sound like
no.
yes, just yet, but you know, no, but yeah.
But no.
No.
But yeah. But the thing is, because having heard that track, and we've obviously played your track on the Hot Shit album as well. But the thing is, there's a darker side as well, and more experimental things which you've done, isn't there? You're going in various different directions.
We haven't actually recorded anything and put out anything that's darker, but I mean, the stuff that we've just been on tour with the Razorata, and we played some of the new stuff we've been writing, and it's much more sort of abstract and dark than this is seems quite pop. Listening to it now, it sounds really pop, but I mean, yeah, we've got probably a bit darker than this.
And is that one of the joys of being able to experiment? I mean, did you learn anything from the whole Elastica days and starting from scratch again? Is there anything that you're doing differently?
I think everything you do, you learn something from, and there's definitely the good bits in Elastica are still sort of in me now. I still feel like this, everything I've done has been a benefit to me in some way, even if it's sort of ended up being not good for me in some ways. But I mean, it's all the music that we're doing now. I definitely think it's sort of utilising every single bit of us mentally and like playing, and I just feel really interesting to make the music and to play the music, and so yeah, it's really exciting for us.
And you were saying when I bumped into you outside the dentist on that day that you were kind of you were sort of taking your time before you played live. Obviously, you've been doing a few gigs recently, but was that a kind of let's get it right, or was that because it was just too much fun sitting at home doing it for yourself?
I mean, now we've actually been playing live. That's the funny thing for like 3/4 of a year or something like that. We've just been playing small gigs around London, and we did. And
We didn't really
enjoyed
wait.
it,
We
didn't
didn't really sort of
No, we didn't.
purposely wait to play gigs, because we played a gig after we'd only played together for 3 months as a band when we did our first gig. So we didn't like wait to do a gig. We actually jumped.
Actually, we're really crap.
Yeah.
Played our first gig.
It's not like well, not much, really great now, but we're quite good now. We're quite good now.
We were better than we were at our first
Yeah.
gig.
The first gig we had no lyrics
Yeah.
whatsoever. We had
No.
like about 7 songs, and we had this sort of
What
rough
did you
arrangement.
do? Mumble?
No, I just
No,
made
just-
it up as I went along.
Really?
Yeah, I still do. When we have new songs, I make up the lyrics on stage as we're there.
Oh, I wish we'd brought an instrumental track. We could have just had a go now.
You
We
could.
just
Someone brings
bunged
the
it on.
instrumental track and I'll
And you can
sing
just-
along to it.
Sing over the top.
Yeah.
Okay. And but you got some gigs coming up. One in Brighton, is that 12th of August with Sleater Kinney, and then the 13th of August at the Mean Fiddler as well. And you're going to do some more recording?
We're
actually
actually
recording at the minute.
Yeah.
We've just got a new space where we rehearse in, and we set up just like a really basic,
I love
really,
it.
really basic
a little 8-track and when it's-
tape 8-track.
yeah, a tape, and we're recording onto the tape, and just with like a maroon mic, and yeah, sounds
Yeah,
alright.
maybe even 2 room mics. You never
Yeah.
know. Maybe kind of
Getting a bit technical,
Getting a
aren't
bit
we now?
technical there.
I love
But-
bands with an artistic bent, because instead of saying rehearsal room, it's a space.
A new space, man.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. Well, listen, thank you very much for coming in. Do you keep in touch with any of the Elastica mob? Is it Mew and Justin.
You and
went to-
Justin are married, yeah,
and-
down in Devon.
Yeah, somewhere near Barnstable or somewhere like that. Is it called?
I don't know exactly what it is, but I saw someone the other day, and Justin's giving drum lessons down there, which I think is really nice to little kids, which is
Really?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
that's lovely. Although,
yeah.
if he walks into Reckless and he starts buying records and he's got sticks in his pocket, you've already got one.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Donna and Isabel from Klang. Take care and good luck.
Thanks very much.